I was seed searching one night, looking for mushroom biomes. I had clicked random so many times I lost track, but I clicked it once more. I was looking at the different biomes, trying to find my biome, looking for the brightest of the colors. And there it was, so close to spawn. It was perfect. There was even an island off the shore that would make for a perfect spawn island. All I would have to do was change the world spawn. An excusable change for a Minecraft world. There it was. My world seed. And so here I was, in creative mode on my way to find the spot I'd been looking for. But once I made it here, I realized I wouldn't spawn here. So, I had to use commands. And here's exactly what I typed. Of course, when I typed it, I was in the middle of this bay. I would have a very unique spawn, spawning in water every single time. From that spot, I swam over to this island, chopped down one of the few trees, and actually went back into the bay, and this is where I started my base, down here. A bit unconventional, but it was right below spawn. And from there, you can drop down to the bottom. This is where I would mine. That's the Nether portal that leads to my current base. This is how I got around. This is where it used to have all of my storage. Furnaces were here, probably a crafting table there, chests, a bed. This is where it all first was. After that horrible living experience, obviously I had to move to the surface. I wasn't SpongeBob after all. So this was my starter base. I actually found a few cats. That was cool. This one doesn't have a name. And then I set up all of these chests and all of these furnaces. Let's take a tour of the starter house. So on the outside we just have standard starter house material. You have the oak corners, and then you have this little indent, which is very important for depth, as well as glass panes and little flower pots. Overall, I think this is great. Like, this base could use a lot of improvements. It's just a starter base though, so I didn't do much to it. On the inside here, you have a little bathroom basement, which is interesting, because even this dispenses water. Here's the toilet that flushes. Here's the sink with the little mirror. And over here is the living room. You have a cat that's just chilling on the back of the couch. Little plant back here. Fireplace you can warm up next to. A few banners. And if you head upstairs, this is where I had just a little hallway area, bedroom, which has a bunch of flowers. This little hallway area where you can look out and see the beautiful sunsets. Actually, no, that would be over there and there. Here's the little dark attic. You have to crouch to get in and out. That's how cramped it is. And here's the little outdoor patio where you can just hang out. Even has a little nice fire pit. So the idea with this starter island is to kind of make it look like a resort. So that's why we have just pathways leading to like a little area you can sit around in, other buildings in a similar style. Someone's still working on a building over there. That was the whole idea around this island. I'll probably come back, add some more houses, decorate the terrain a little bit. But it's not my main focus right now. This is the shop that I run. Obviously doesn't get many sales because like no one plays on this server but me. I just sell whatever I have. Here's a little secret selling area that my friend had. This is where you would sell stuff in the underground. That's about it for the shop. I mean, it's self-explanatory. Of course, you get 32 free iron with any purchase. That'll make sense once you see the iron farm, which is the first thing I did on this server after building that. Let's go look at it now. Here we are in the Nether. We go up here, there's a little hole in bedrock that I did so that we can get to the top. This was not a nice spawn. But here is where I found some villagers. What I did was I ran like a super far distance in the overworld till I found a village. And then once I was in the overworld at that village, I created a nether portal, and then I linked another nether portal to that location so that I could send villagers to my farm using minecarts. This portal has been through some stuff. But this is the village that I was talking about. We just found some villagers, used some rails, brought them in here. You probably saw some of the rails on the way here. And let's head to the other side of the rails. I know the rails are in pieces, but this is where it used to come up. And there was like a little floating platform. Here's the remains of some of the tracks that have been replaced. And here's the diagonal that went towards my base. And that's the portal right there. So this is where my base is. I don't actually have a real base yet. Everything is just sort of out in the open. Very open base. Nothing concrete, no design settled on yet. So hopefully we can make a video on that, try and figure out what the design will be, then executing it. Here is the villager breeder, which I had to use to get all the villagers for the iron farm. This is once again Impulse's design, just like it was in my last world. And then once I got them here, I used boats. And I have so many boats now, but I got boats, I brought them over here, and then I just boated all the way to my iron farm. This is actually a peninsula, this entire thing. It's connected over here by a very small area, but it is a peninsula. And so I decided over here it would be a good spot to put my iron farm. This design is by Nimbom, and it uses zombies to scare the villagers. I had so many problems with that zombie. So many problems. Basically, they come over here, they scare them, and then they start spawning golems. This thing is very efficient. That's probably not from long. But yeah, this is the iron farm. This was an absolute must for me this time around. There you can see the process. I might go over all the farms in this episode. I don't know. I might miss one or two. but I'll just show you the farms in this area. This one is a netherwarts farm, which I designed. That's actually the exit door. I just didn't want to deal with these mobs right now. So you go up here. Oh, jeez. Really, you fly to the top. And this is where you double click this. And that will activate the water, which puts all of the nether warts, like takes them off or whatever. And then you come down here, you collect and replant on your way down. And then the extra are collected by these hoppers on the end and dumped into this chest, which has see, that creeper demonstrates exactly why this cat is here. There are always creepers around this area. This is a little stone generator. I believe this is Ilmango's design from his Skyblock server. Basically, you duplicate it and you use a trapdoor to explode the TNT on the exact right moment while this is being pushed out, so you can get as much as possible. Other farms. This one is my own design again. It's pretty cool. It's a sugarcane farm. Basically, there are like 4 areas. Here, I'll pop down and show you. There are 4 different areas around here, 2 high, and there's an observer in each corner, which once it's triggered, it triggers all of these slime blocks, which pull everything. These 2 blocks normally wouldn't be pushed, but there are 2 sticky pistons back there which also push those. That way every single block is being pushed here. And these sugarcane on this side are not actually harvested, they're just used to detect when it should deploy the destruction. And then it all flows into here, flows up there, and it gets pushed up in that elevator. Might want that guy's ender pearl. Where'd he go? Hey! Cool, now I can get out. Sick. Alright, so that's the sugarcane farm. This is once again the mob farm by Nimbon. This is my little AFK spot for it. Once again, I will never need any more mob drops after this farm. It's insane. And then over here there is actually, this one took a little bit longer than the others. This is a squid farm. May not have taken longer than the iron farm because I did not have any resources for that project. This project though, I did have resources. And I went to the end to gather all of the obsidian. Basically there's a river back here, but I cleared out the whole river using sponges, and then the only water in here is this, and it just pushes the squid into these. I believe this is also by Nimbon. I mean, his farms are just so efficient that basically use all of them. So here is the nether side of that squid farm. Actually, we put this cobblestone wall around it. This was me and my friend who worked on this together. That way we wouldn't get attacked by gas constantly. It was such a struggle. This is also an egg farm, because it uses chickens and boats to push out the squid so they can suffocate on top of these hoppers. So that's how that works. Now once I had that giant iron farm, the next step for me was creating the ultimate villager trading hall, which was really all I needed to get all of the gear I wanted. I didn't actually infect all of these with a zombie because that would have taken forever, but I do have zombies underneath both of these. You can probably hear some. But basically, this was a design I found online that I saw Mumbo made an edit for. So I used Mumbo's edit, but then his edit wasn't working well enough either. So I added this thing, which dispenses water here, which will push these guys into their spot, and then you can push them down with a piston. That way you just really force them into their hole. Because otherwise, like, it's such a difficult process with villagers. And these are all the farmers, which were in the original design, but I really am not going to use to repopulate. Oh, this is how many emeralds I have. And here's how I got them. Over here. This is the ultimate emerald farm. Well, as long as you have an ultimate iron farm like I do. Basically, 1 iron, 1 emerald. And I have a ton of iron, so pretty efficient. That's how I get all of my levels, basically. Speaking of which, heal up some stuff. Perfect. It is so helpful to have so many emeralds. You have no idea. I mean, this place is basically a glass farm with all of these trades, which really helped with this enormous project that I'm about to show you. No, it is not that ring. It is this way. I believe we're coming up on the project right about now. That's right. It is a giant guardian farm. Basically, I built Nimbom's guardian farm as well. His 3-layered obsidian portal guardian farm, which I have no way to collect all of the drops for. It is that ridiculous. This took me hours and hours. It was such a waste of time. Unless I was making a video on it, so that is what we are doing here. This thing is ridiculous. I would not suggest making it, but I made it, and now I have endless drops, which is amazing. So, I mean, you get what you give, you know? You give endless hours, you're gonna get endless hours of drops out. That was me throwing away a random stack, because I just have so much. It's ridiculous. I'm never gonna run out of fish. It's not gonna happen. Okay. And then all of these are just filled up with this. These are filled up with this. And then this is all the fish and random stuff. These are not filled up all the way because I've actually started taking some of it out. You might have saw in my shop that I was selling stuff, but here's the rest of the dark prismarine. It is a lot. But yeah, basically I have endless drops, and I can't even collect it fast enough. I really need just like a row of 200 hoppers to collect all of this. Let me show you a little clog in here. Here it is. This is where they get stuck. Right here. Currently it's not much because I wasn't here for long, but if I had stood up there for like a minute, just up there for a minute, it would be completely filled, like filling my inventory. If you've never heard of Nimbomb, which is super unlikely, but I'm sure there's that one person out there that's never heard of him, go check him out. His farms are ridiculous. But yeah, that's the Guardian farm. Basically, I'm never going to run out of drops, and never going to have enough storage for the drops. It's a bit of a dilemma, actually, because I can't AFK, otherwise I will probably crash this server. And here are the like 5 portals around the outside to protect anyone in the Nether so that they don't accidentally teleport into my... You see how ridiculous this is? Oh my gosh. I wasn't even there that long. Watch, watch. We'll try this again just to show you. Okay. What were we in there? Like 2 seconds? Watch this. This is ridiculous. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, so down here is where all of his redstone is to pop it into a portal. It's crazy. Here, that should make it activate. And all of that gets sent. Yeah, so that's that. That is basically all of the farms I have right now. It's pretty cool, but I still have a list of farms. My list of farms that I wanted to do were Iron Farm, Cobblestone Farm, Gunpowder Farm, Sugarcane Farm, Guardian Farm, Squid Farm, Slime Farm, Villager Farm, Honey Farm, Netherwarts Farm, and Wood Farm. I have done all of those but Wood Farm and Honey Farm. Which reminds me, I need to go show you my slime farm. And we're back in the spawn area, because that is where I made the farm. That way, anytime I'm on the server, no matter where I am, it will be getting slime for me, because... Okay, I didn't realize that it would give me that much. Gotta deal with this now. But yeah, this runs the entire time. This design is actually like, it's kind of my own design. I mean, the concept is, I'm pretty sure everyone has the same concept in all of their designs, but this one is kind of unique because it is only 2, but they are diagonally related instead of right next to each other. So it's interesting. Man, I did not expect this much slime. That's ridiculous. Okay. Well, figured I'd show you that. Ooh, we can build a slime contraption. Put ideas in the comments. I want to build one. By ideas, I mean like send me a video link to some contraption I can make, because I am not designing one of those. At least not yet. Maybe I will one day. This is the final thing that I need to show you in my area. This is a halo from the game Halo. Just a little crashed halo ring on my surface of... well, on the surface of my base. There's string everywhere, so stuff shouldn't spawn, but this guy managed to, so obviously I'm not successful. Wonder where he spawned. Oh well. Yeah, so this is just a little crashed halo ring. I thought maybe I'll make a hole somewhere over here, and this can be like an entrance to an underground base. I really don't know. So that's my base so far. Let's go look at the end. Here we are at the end portal. There's a little bed so we can respawn here if we want. This little setup thing. Just jump in. Let me show you what's up. So we spawned out on the edge. We were very close to the surface. And then we can basically just walk everywhere, but let's fly. This is where I set up my beacon. This is the tower that I started mining for obsidian, because I needed so much obsidian. Let me just show you. This tower is gone. I basically ate it. Yeah, no, it's gone. I ate that tower. It was actually kind of fun though, because you can just sit, relax, and mine it at like absurdly fast speeds considered to when it was first introduced. I believe this tower is also empty, which is just the strangest thing. Just popping into empty obsidian towers. And then my friend kind of helped with getting the obsidian, so here was the tower he was working on. He did not leave the top thing. He just went one by one, so it looks kind of different from mine. I do mine from this if I ever need obsidian as well, so there are some towers that are still being worked on. But yeah, that's how I mined all that obsidian. Here, I'll show you the statistics too. Items mined. Look, obsidian's actually in my top 10 items mined. That's crazy. 5,000. Oh my gosh. That's sad. But yeah, that's what it took to build that thing. And here is the work in progress honey farm. I have no idea how many bees are in this, which is the real problem here. So you just ender pearl into there, do all your stuff for now. Eventually, when I know that I have a few of those that are with 3 each, I will build the farm by Ilmingo. But that's gonna be a while, because I don't really need honey right now, considering how much slime I have. Let's take a look at statistics. Mined items. Obviously stone and netherrack. That's how I got so much ancient debris. That is... Oh wow, I got exactly 64 mined ancient debris. That's funny. Look at items broken. Always iron pickaxes, apparently. Crafted. This is because I have to craft up iron back into iron. And I have to craft this into emeralds. So this is just because I've been exchanging between the two currencies. Obviously pickaxe I've used more. Yeah, this guy's catching up real quick. Makes sense. This is because I picked up most of the items when I'm trying to drop them into my hoppers. at that little choke point I was talking about. Man, obsidian is so high up, it's crazy. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I've dropped a lot of them into my hoppers. Which is strange that I've dropped more than I picked up. But, what? Oh well. Let's look at mobs. 4 bats. A lot of blazes. 3 cave spiders. 59 chickens. 7 cod. A lot of creepers. I have killed 1 ender dragon. Apparently it killed me twice though. Looks like we need to have a rematch, maybe tie that up. Guardian deaths. Wow, that's a lot of deaths to zombies. I didn't realize. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this first episode. Remember to like, remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Person around me would know what safe was. They couldn't sleep soundly. And when the plane loses its final wing, go in my backpack, pull the parachute, tug on that loose tiny string. I wanna be a super spy, so freaking bad. So bad. Get all of the gear I never had.